It's spring and we're talking makeup. Local makeup artist Mindy Seal shows us some great techniques and tells us what colors are best for spring.
First of all, you want to just make sure that you're properly moisturized, especially around the eye area. And going into spring, what we really want to focus on is, just kind of smoothing out, this area around the eye that tends to, show a little bit of lines. So before we do the makeup, what we want to start off with is a great product called Line Refiner. This has hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a very important product for plumping up fine lines and give you lots of radiance around the eye area. So we want to start with that, just applying a little bit of the Line Refiner right around the eye and smoothing that out. And then lip balm. Lip balm is also something that's important right now. An SPF 15, right there in the center of the lip. And blend out. And this should be applied day and night. Okay, now we're ready to begin color. And you always want to start in the T-zone area where your skin is going to be the most red and the most uneven parts of the skin. Blend out. And next we're going to go ahead and apply concealer.
And just tell us what concealer, why we need it, and what trouble spots.
Well, concealer is something that everybody can use a little bit of, no matter what. Even if you don't like to wear foundation, it's great just to spot treat areas where you might have a little uneven pigmentation. Typically around the eye area and the nose is a great place to start. If you have any blemishes, it's great as well. This is a new retractable brush concealer. It's really, really nice because it's moisturizing, but it gives great coverage and it smooths right out into the skin. We're going to start right in the inside corner of her eye. I'm going to take a separate brush and just blend it in. And then I would just finish this with a light mineral powder, something that's not going to clog the pores. Tris McAvoy makes a great pressed mineral powder. It has a sunscreen of 15. It can be worn alone or with the foundation. And with this particular brush, it's specifically designed for mineral powder, so you just want to press it into the skin. So it will press the powder right in. Just give it a nice even finish. Next, we're going to go ahead and start with eye makeup.
Yeah, so here's where we get into, it's springtime. Should you wear, different colors for spring?
And for spring, yes. Most women, even if you don't like to spend a lot of time on your makeup, just adding 1 or 2 colors to your wardrobe can really make a difference. Pastels are really big this year. Pastels, light shimmery shadows, and also a smoky eye lining. A pastel shadow that we're going to use for her today is just a really light blue. We'll start with an eyeshadow base first.
Now, what about different eye colors? Does that also determine?
Yes, it can. Typically like green or brown eyes look great in yellow pastels, yellows, light oranges, even light pinks, blues, green eyes, especially look great in lilacs, lavenders, and soft powder blue shadows. You just want to press that into the lid. And the key with these pastel shadows, because they are so soft, pressing them into the lid will give you the most pigment and will show up the best.
And obviously you recommend a brush over, a lot of times they'll come with those little sponges, sponge brushes.
I do recommend brushes, and a brush with natural hair. Kolinsky sable is the best, or squirrel hair is the best to use. Let's see, that just really opens up her eyes.
You look beautiful.
And then we'll go ahead and apply a little bit of a crease color, something really natural.
Tell us why the crease color is important?
Well, what it's going to do is going to add some depth to her eye. It's also going to bring out the lids as well. And if you do have, a smaller lid, as our model does not, if you have a smaller lid, it is definitely beneficial for you because it'll really bring out your eyes as well. So you definitely want to add a little bit of depth in the crease. And you just take that color and you blend it as evenly as possible. And I like a brush that's pointed on the end, kind of like a little ponytail. That'll give you the best, most easy, comfortable blend. It's very, very easy to use. Anyone can use this brush. And we are going to highlight her brow just a little bit with a light pink color. It's very, very, very light pink. And we're just going to press that right under, and sometimes I'll have to lift the brow and just press that right onto the brow bone to get the most accurate application. And smoky eyes are very, very big this season. Definitely doing a smoky liner, but keeping the liner soft too. Not so much dark for every day. You want it to be a little softer. We're going with kind of a soft, smoky blue-gray liner. That's something that she could wear to the office or she could wear going out for the evening. And I always like to start on the inside corner of the eye. And if you could look down, we just place that brush along her lash line and softly sweep it all the way across. You want to go on top with the mascara. Something that is great is a gel-based mascara. Gel-based mascaras are great because they're easier to remove and they do not flake, smudge, or smear. You always want to make sure that you go from root to tip when applying the mascara. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of blush to her cheeks and bronzer. First, I'm actually going to start with the bronzer and then add the cheek color second. And just where the sun would naturally kiss her skin is what we would like to say. So on top of the temples, up the cheekbone, to the forehead, and just kind of blend. I'm actually using a small blending brush. That way you don't get the bronzer everywhere. You can kind of strategically place it, but you're still getting a nice blend with it. And then go ahead and add the cheek color right in the apple of the cheek, just to kind of give her a little pop. And you want to stay in the apple of the cheek and just blend out. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a lip color. And with her, definitely because she's got, her big blue eyes, we want to make those pop. So we're going to use kind of a berry-colored lip. Berries and corals are really big for the spring right now. You just want to kind of feather the color on. Okay.
Yay!
And she's finished.
Let's see it.